Alright, we are back. And after a quick squiz online, there is no missing star in this area. I've got them all. So I guess the only way to go is down. Or up, I guess.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
I wonder if they're talking about the Tower of Babel, or if there's a different tower. But yeah, looking online it said there's only 9 stars in the level 1 worlds, and I got all 9, so... Hooray for that, at least. I didn't miss anything obvious. Oh, outside. We'll go outside in a second. I wonder, can I get up there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe. I reckon I could doing that. It's probably not going to give me anything, but I'm now determined to do it. Oh. Hit my head. I think I need to be a bit quicker there. Yep. Yep. It's a little tricky. The movement is actually a little bit too fast. Yep. I was awkwardly placed there and I fell. Oh, a little bit too fast, fell backwards. Oh. Yep, so I can make some form of movement that way. Yep, a little bit too much. Pardon me. Again, a little bit too much backwards. Okay, what if I do it this way? Aha. Oh. Oh, I shot it. Okay. But it is possible. Ta-da. There is something up here.
What's happening, Sam? Come on, you're my eyes and ears here.
Interesting. Interesting. So that's the walkie-talkie, which means there's someone or something like me about. Oh, glad to know I didn't just do that for nothing. Now, is there anything else that might be of interest? Looking up, I don't think so. Okay. Computer. Athena 12. Okay, let's skip 10, 11, I guess. 12. The Council of Zeus. Hexadecimal. The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, mighty bursts of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally, they came to the gates at the top of blank. User.set hexadecimal, possibly. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods, and demigods and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once. 536. Okay. What about Hysia, Rome? UA Hysia. Professor Dr. Armin Hulock. The Fall of the Roman Empire. A dialectical approach. Unknown. Caption equals Homo sum. Humananihil. Ami aliam puto. But, interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for the class, please email unknown. Interesting. Got no more of those walkie-talkies. So Sam might be Samsara. Oh, yeah, sending me towards the tower. B, C, tower. A is complete. Oh, notes. The designer has granted me domain over the lands I have traveled, and with his sigils of power, I will make this whole world, my domain. Faith. Hey, he promised me the world as well. What a joker. Assassin 42. I don't think Time obeys too many rules here, or so many rules we can't imagine. Clearly I'm writing this message after you all wrote yours, but maybe we're all here at the same time as well. That message just materialized on the wall in front of me. Sheep. Yep, so time is a weird soup. Who would have thought? Ice. Okay. Okay. So it's not just gonna let me run off into the abyss. Always gotta test these things. You never know. This is C. I don't have enough for C yet. Oh, there is a hidden computer. Questioning doubt conf. Keynote speech by N. Sarabai. Questioning doubt. They say doubt everything, but I disagree. Doubt is useful in small amounts, but too much of it leads to apathy and confusion. No, don't doubt everything. Question everything. That's the real trick. Doubt is just a lack of certainty. If you doubt everything, you'll doubt evolution, science, faith, morality, even reality itself. And you'll end up with nothing, because doubt doesn't give anything back. But questions have answers, you see. If you question everything, you'll find that a lot of what we believe is untrue. But you might also discover that some things are true. You might discover what your own beliefs are, and then you'll question them again and again, eliminating flaws, discovering lies, until you get as close to the truth as you can. Questioning is a lifelong process. That's precisely what makes it so unlike doubt. Questioning engages with reality, interrogating all it sees. Questioning leads to a constant assault on the intellectual status quo, but doubt is far more likely to lead to resigned acceptance. After all, When the possibility of truth is doubtful, excused upon, why not simply play along with the most convenient lie? Questioning is progress, but doubt is stagnation. Partition. From Robert McLean to the Ian mailing list in the Archive Project. The Extended Lives Partition. Hi folks, this is just to let you know that, for reasons of convenience and security, we partitioned Extended Lives into two separate systems. The Talos team will be working on EL10, while the Archive team will be working on EL1. You might also notice an EL2 partition, but don't worry about that, it's just the operating system doing its thing. Cheers, Rob. Him. From Bob Rakovsky to Alexandra Drennan. Hey Alex, I agree that we need something that'll keep all the modules working together. Evaluate blank at a final test. And I think I have the perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager. A fancy name for something a lot like a Dungeon Master in pen and paper RPGs. We created it to help run some MMOs back in the day. We needed something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and user-submitted content into a coherent whole so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of parsing and understanding text, images, audio, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, and then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time, and it would be easy to adapt the code for our purposes. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggested in that paper on... Yeah, it just cuts off. Okay. Interesting. We got something up there. Oh, we got a building at the back. Before we go into the building at the back, check out the back of it. Thought I heard something. You must be safe for other people too. Well, I have a vague idea what's going on. Everyone has. Well, this one's hidden, so I'm putting it back here. Oh, there's a star. Where do I find the crystals? Where do I find the light? I wonder if I missed paint in any of the other ones. Don't think it's gonna matter much, but it matters to me. Alright. Cannot climb ladder. I'm a little too tall. Well, that perfect height to fit under the ladder though. The dog is moving. I need to pay attention to it at some point. Give me 1 sec, I think the door's shut. I'm gonna let her out. Alright. Door is open, I don't need to worry about it for the moment. Don't worry. I probably keep saying don't go into the tower. Makes you want to go to the tower, but also want to experience everything first. Can I save? No, not really. I also don't know what the bottom right sigil is, because it says I have 3. Oh, she's growling at things. I might need to get up and check on her again if it happens again. No, she seems to be settling now. I can sort of see her from the reflection of the turtle tank. From where I'm sitting right now. So I think we're fine. Sorry. That one looks closer. Can I get to that, or is it going to cut me off again? It's going to cut me off again. Look up, reflection. Look down, no reflection. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I got a bit of itchy eye. Alright. So I'm gonna go read what's written on here. Oh, QR reader. This must be the tower we were warned about. It seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Okay. So it's locked. That means I can safely explore things. The voice keeps speaking to me. I can't get out of my head. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Listen to me very carefully. I have climbed this tower and no good has come of it. This world is the only world. Elohim's will continues eternal, and paradise is banishing all of this from your mind. Samsara. All who say they made it to the top are blatantly lying, or they would say what was there. Dog. I like dog. Dog keeps things real. That is... okay, how do I break that? Curious. Okay. Let's go to 1.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
A little curiosity never killed the cat. So I got an achievement for doing this.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge.
BRB.
Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
Sorry, I saw an odd shadow, so I had to go figure out what she was doing. And she's just sitting in a weird position. I'll have to listen to that again, but I'm gonna probably do it in between recordings. So you guys don't have to listen to it again. I don't think it will be too important for what I'm about to go through. Oh, so I can go through there now. I am going to hold off. Wait. You know what? No. I'm going to do it now. Looking. Someone left this one open. There's nothing behind. Oh, there's a puzzle now. Okay. Interesting. What's down this way? Another way in here, so I can get these out. That's curious. There's nothing back here. Might as well solve this first, if I can. Alright. Blue light there. Would that... no. I'm too far away. Which means I need to figure out another way to get this done. But I can't through that way. Now, if I were to light through it this way, that still wouldn't work. Huh. What if... can I block it this way? No. I simply cannot reach far enough. Guess the next question will be, can I reach them through this mesh? No, it is blocked. Can't jump on that. Cannot get through there like that. Is there any way to do it from the outside? Have that. I'm gonna try running this all the way to the outside. on the other side. So the short answer is yes, I can. The long answer is, how does it matter? That's locking it that way. So it means it has to be like here. I guess I can just walk through here, can't I? Don't have to go back around. Now, I put this one here. So close. Which means I just gotta move it. I saw it. Yeah, keep connections. So close. Hmm. That's not tall enough. Okay. Aha! Science. Hello. I read them first, then I'll do the device manager. It's the truth. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord G to the D in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government Illuminati and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Science. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and poetry. Popery. Popery? Yeah. Athena chapters. Athena Reborn, a novel. Contents. Theogony, Zeus Speaks, The Lost Children of Hephaestus, Dreams of the Labyrinth, The Songs of Eros at Nightfall, Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides, The Buried City, The Riddles of the Phoenix, The Age of Faith, The Madness of Coos, Olympus Revealed in the Clouds, The Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, The Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus Reflects upon Creation, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, and Anthropogeny. Human reproduction. Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. Archive, 1872 CE to F553. And how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man that makes them do so. Yes, but is it not insects that make many of the planets reproductive? And would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalcules whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. Blah, blah. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system, then why not we part of that of the machines? Device manager. Show cat operating parameters, full access control, auxiliary stereo access control, exit this utility. Number of floors, 7 number shafts, 1 software license fee variation expired. 1 hour later accessible. Auxiliary stereo access control. It's in always open mode now. Okay. Floor 2 then. I don't have the codes for these. Let's go to 4. I will be back at some point, I'm sure. And now that I've done this puzzle, I don't need to worry about doing it again. Which means I can now safely grab these out, I reckon. Now I'm going to go to floor 2 though. Which I don't mind doing now because there's no way for me to get any further. So I need more red dots, then I need to get them from the other worlds. Floor 2 is a bit higher up. Who you got here before? Don't just peek, do it. Transgression. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Sheep. Okay. Bit of an itch to scratch. Alright, we got nothing hidden this side. We got another door. I need 5 more. Okay. And I don't have the codes either for the other floors. That's fine. I just realized I wanted to grab that device first.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower?
No.
Know that it holds only death for you.
That sucks. Cause I reckon I might be able to squeeze it out there. And if not, well, I might look up what I'm supposed to do. Or if that's what I'm supposed to do, like use it with. Because there is a chance I'm supposed to just collect more of these from other places as well. Alright. My friend, you're coming with me. because I want to see if I can get this star now, in which case I'll go back into A, do that star world.
Where have you been, child? Remember, the Great Tower is not for you. Do not give up the hope of eternal life for the hollow promises of curiosity.
I cannot. Okay, that's annoying. Did I do these? On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and an enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shelter for you, the giants of tomorrow, the shepherd. The view from the top must be incredible. Yes, it must. Anyway, I can't do C, don't have enough, so I gotta do B. There's nothing on the side of building B. These supposed to be sphinxes? No, it's a goat. Its head. Another computer? Oxyrhynchus. The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived in the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individuals and organizations, such as the spectacular translation preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential or utterly trivial, even plagiarized. Work has survived unharmed. Hexadecimal. So if you want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in, make sure that... How dare you diss Twilight like that? The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work, not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ach, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat, underworld, in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or unknown. A recent study, Carnahan Hassan, suggests the text may have been intended as a philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may unknown. And honestly, it's beeping again. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Interesting. I want to read what's in this terminal though before I do anything else. Nothing written on your walls. No. There is a terminal here. Good. Yep, that's locked by C. Makes sense. Heaven and hell. Okay. Heaven. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he? Whom thunder hath made greater, here at least we shall be free. The mighty hath not built, here for his envy will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and, in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Open hell. 1793 CE to F3922. William Blake. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. For the cherub, with his flaming sword, is hereby commanded to leave his guard at Tree of Life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed, and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first, the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do, by printing in the infernal method, by corrosives, which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent services away and displaying the infinite which was hid. William Blake, Collection, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, document, blah 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 blah. Okay. Are you gonna beef me again saying you got more to talk with me about? No? Cool. Oh, that was Brett. Because maybe I have to go up first. I think what's that? I don't know. Alright, let's go. No, that's not right. There we go. Any more parkour for me to do? The answer is maybe. Oh, let me up. Oh, that might be how I do it. Yep, it's really hard to time that properly. And this is riveting gameplay. I had that. Really hard to try and time that right so I can still jump. Don't know if there's anything up there for me. And now I'm not even be able to get up here anymore. Oh, okay, that was a bit better. Aha. Now tell me there's nothing up here for me. I wasted my time. Unless... Damn. I don't know if I care enough to go back up there for possibly nothing. What's over here? Another message. I have seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Elimus? We got no more walkie-talkies though. At least not that I can see.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they serve the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Okay. Still have enough time in this episode to do a couple more things. I wonder if there's another, pardon me, hiccups, secret entrance somewhere. Because if there is, it's not as obvious. What are you? More stars. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10 stars I need. That's 1. That's purple. That's 7. I might do a bit of exploring through all the walls outside of this to see if there's anything more to discover that way. I've got to unlock fans with that, and I've got to unlock, what's this? The play button. Okay. Well, either way, the first star I find, I'm going back to the previous area. Instead of being here. After 1. We should hopefully tie up this episode nicely.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you. Why you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity. I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Sheep. Alright. Osiris 1. Original translation by E.A. Wallace Budge. Annotations by blank. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Pre-Majed 1 and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy son of Amun-Ra, too, are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the blank. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? 3. And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, blank. 1 is likely the location changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. 2. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as blank, some controversy as to whether it blank. 3. The dead compare with Kenti Amentiu, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. 5. If you do not see at all. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Got it lyrics. Cannot load video file, 24 million views, my new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. Lol. Lyrics. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, Mommy's got it, Daddy's got it, Baby's got it, Granny's got it, Lady's got it, Fade's got it, Happy's got it, Sappy's got it. Chorus, everybody's got it. Come on. Jack's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, Dog's got it. Dog is fine. Chorus, woof woof woof, woof woof woof, dancing dog. Everybody's got it, except Dog. Woof. We've got it, everybody's got it. Favorite or add to playlist. Okay. Immortality. Disgruntlomeister's Logstasy, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there is an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain starts working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Not everybody wants to live forever. It really comes down to how much you love yourself. As well as how much you love life. Whether you want to live forever. But in saying that, I wouldn't mind being immortal. Because that would get rid of part of the reason why I don't love life. Because it ends and there's almost no chance of finding out why we're here during all that. Anyway, where was the star? The star is in the L or the zigzag. Let's go to the left first. Oh, we're going to one of these. I made a box flip. Seriously, it was awesome. So there's a box that can come out here. What was that?
Got a box.
Alright, nothing to be seen there, as far as I'm aware. Oop. Mistimed that. There we go. Let's have a look. Hey, I found one of the purples. Yeah, nothing there for me, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that star in this episode. Looking at things. No, I won't. Well, here we go. Window through a door. It's up there. We have this. We have one of you. Another one of you. And I need to get you all the way over here. Okay. I can't read that. So this is a quick one. I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. What do you mean? think I might need to somehow loop it so that it coming through there turns this on indefinitely. It's clipping through the wall there, but we don't care. Yeah, now I can take this and it doesn't matter. I don't know why that was supposed to be such a hard one. That took a while to load up, jeez. Fine. Thank you. Now that that's unlocked, I can grab these. I don't need to keep them where they are. Because I'm probably going to need at least one of them to do this. So in the off chance I do, I'm getting it ready now. Maybe it's even supposed to go up there. Can I even get one of them up there? Pardon me. Drop the tool first. I don't wanna. Can I grab it from up here? Probably not. No. So I definitely can't put it up there. That's fine. We have this already. There's another thing over there. That's fine. Doing this. Zigzag. And I'm pretty sure this is where the star will be. There's a computer up here. Loading the assistant. Oh, hello. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive. A frog is conscious. I mean, I did say that. Fine. Yes. What is consciousness? I can't. If I say that, then it's contradicting what I just said earlier. By saying frogs are people too. Consciousness is the feelings and senses. No. Consciousness is what it's like to be me, technically. consciousness is beyond the laws of physics, or another word for the soul. Okay. Mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Something overwrites something simultaneously. It is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. True. Capacity email. Trevor Donovan to Alexandra Drennan. Extended life capacity. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all of your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That's true enough, right? Right? Trev. Evolution. Favorited by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to unknown. Example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time, they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Okay. Definitely not going to have enough time to even do all these puzzles here. Nothing. Okay. Maybe I'll have enough time to find this star. Something about a star. Yep, there's the star. I knew it. We need red. I'm gonna do it now. I didn't connect it. I've wasted all that time now. I connected to the wrong one, that's why. There we go. That's my bad. But it's fine. We got there in the end. My star. Alright. Grab you. Don't need you there anymore. I have a feeling it's supposed to be you. Oh my god, it's just not enough. So that is enough. Ta-da. Alright, let me out. Thank you. I wonder if that was supposed to be a different answer, though. I don't see how. Because that doesn't... see it. No, it doesn't. See, I don't know. But we did it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alt tab. Yep, so that's about all the time we have for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and in the next one we'll get to starting this stuff. To finish us off, here we are. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I've inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often. Samsara. So yeah, with that cheery message, ciao.